pressure points. Not just the kind that are on your body, but the kind that are in your life. You know, when you think about anatomically, the pressure points in your body are the places in your nervous system where if the right pressure is applied, it will cause your body to essentially go dysfunctional. Now, relating that to your spiritual life, what are the things that you still hold trauma from? The things that are deeply rooted scars or areas that are simply as sensitive as a pressure point, that if the right button is pressed, it tempts you to be a version of yourself that you promised that you would put in the grave. Those are the things that you have to uncover and allow for God to reveal to you so that he can heal them. Because what you won't reveal, he cannot heal. God is a gentleman. God can do all things, right? Which is the reason that we quote Philippians 4:13 so often as a human society, especially Christians. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. But the thing about when he said that, he was in prison. Paul said that from prison. He was talking about endurance. How well can you endure pressure? How well can you endure triggering moments, right? Because it's not positivity that makes a man's character, but it's how he responds to negativity that reveals what's truly in his heart. One of the stories I hold on to the most is the story of Joseph. He was betrayed by his brothers and sold into slavery. About 14 years later, he was second in command to Pharaoh. No one in all of Egypt was over him except for one man, and his brothers came to him asking for stuff. His brothers came to him impoverished. His brothers came to him in a state where they were inferior. And that was the moment where he had the greatest test of his life. Not when he was thrown into prison, not when he was falsely accused of sexually making a pass at Potiphar's wife. No. He was most tested when he was triggered. The family trauma, the family dysfunction, the betrayal, the backstab, and all of those things were called to memory. That's when he was tested. Here's another nugget. This test didn't come till he was at the pinnacle of his life. The low points are the moments that we can easily identify and say, trust in God. The moments where we all pray. But it's those moments when you feel called back into a person who you're not anymore, and you thought that you were further along. That's when you find out not just who you are, but you find out who your God is. But you have to trust him. You have to allow for him to make the curvy path straight, as he says in his word. Submit to the Lord in all your ways. Acknowledge him. Not just the highs, not just the lows, everything in between as well. Because if you can't love the process, then you'll never reach the perfection of imperfection. And that is leaning on the branch, the true vine, Jesus Christ. So I'll leave you today with this. The next time that you feel pressured, the next time that you feel triggered, the next time your trauma is attempted to be uprooted by satanic devices, remember the promise that you made to God, and remember the promise that he made to you about who you would be in the future. And I want you to envision yourself already in that place. And I want you to respond as if you're already in the place where a negative reaction would be detrimental to your career. Because how you do anything is how you do everything. Getting rich doesn't just start when money lands in your account. It starts when you make the decision to be financially free. And spiritual freedom has to come first. God bless you.